All right, I believe we are live or very close to live on Prairie Views, and I'm really interested to hear from Dallas Forgy and Saw. And Saw's going to have to pronounce her last name for me here in a minute because I always get it a little bit bad. But she'll tell us how to say her last name in a second. But they've been interns with us this summer at Prairie Engineers, so we're excited to hear from them. So Dallas, would you go ahead and introduce yourself first, please?
Yeah. So I'm Dallas. I am a junior going into my junior year at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. And I'm an intern on our surveying team.
Awesome. And I'm assuming you've had a pretty good summer. And if you haven't noticed, Dallas is actually on a hydrographic survey boat today. So, yeah. Saw, introduce yourself and tell us how to say your last name.
My name is Saw. My last name actually pronounced as like Noel or Noel. It's just like in between, but that is how actually spelled in my country. It's like Noe. It's kind of weird
Gotcha.
spelling, but actually it's Noe.
Way.
Noe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
probably
kind of hard.
butchering it, but I'm close. Nue.
Yes, yes, that's perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
Um, I am from Burma, and which is also close to Thailand. I'm an international student at University of Missouri, Kansas City. I'm majoring in computer science. Um, yes, I'm IT
Awesome.
intern at Prairie.
Yep. Thank you very much. Well, Dallas and Saw, we're going to dive in here. We usually try to keep it to about 15 minutes, which usually goes by unbelievably fast. You'll be very impressed with how quickly this happens. So, Dallas, my first question to you is, um, what's a skill that you've picked up or developed this summer that maybe has surprised you?
Yeah, so I started the summer. I was interning here last year and I was put into the surveying team. And I started the summer, and within the first week I ended up on a boat. So I didn't think I'd ever like be part of this hydro teams. But that first week, and then like for the past month, I've been doing hydro work, boat driving. So driving the truck and boat has been something I didn't know that I would be able to do, but I've been able to do it.
Yeah. And why has that surprised you, do you think?
I expected my summer this summer to be like the one last summer where it was all land surveying, and I got to do this opportunity, and it's been super fun.
Awesome. That's great. Well, we put you where the demand is needed, I guess, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Saw, so you picked a question that very few people ever pick, which I'm really excited to hear your answer. So if there was a movie that was created about your career, what would the title of the movie be, and who would be cast as you?
Or just something. I was thinking something different that nobody could. Oh, it just popped up when I look at the questions, and then I thought I liked it. There's nothing special. I think anybody can be cast for my roles. Like whoever wants to do adventure and has strong curiosity, and then
Hmm.
who like to like explore. So anybody who's interested in those can be cast in that. Um, it's just a simple goal. The
Oh
movie
yeah,
title will be just a simple girl,
I
but
like
who likes
that.
to go? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. Um, So Dallas, what's maybe some advice that you would give if anybody watches this that's a student and thinking about an internship at Prairie Engineers? What advice would you have for them?
Well, so with me being in college, I don't have much money. And so I think it's got to be like take every opportunity you can to work overtime and work extra projects and stuff. I've been a couple weeks this week or this summer where I've worked quite a few hours, a lot of overtime, and like I said, I got to learn how to drive a boat. I got to go down to Mississippi I got to go to Oklahoma for a job. I get to go all over the place, and it's been super fun.
So maybe some of the advice would be like you get to travel and just take advantage of all the hours that, they're willing to give you, because one, it's extra money, but two, it's like, what else are you doing in the summer, right? Just work, make money and learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And definitely the travel part.
Yeah. In fact, we met in Oklahoma. You and I met there. So awesome. Saul, what's something that it's like this only happens in my line of work kind of moment? So like you being in IT and technical and computer science, what's something that's unique that just only happens in your line of work?
So a lot of people ask whoever in the computer or IT, like who are majoring in computer or IT, they thought those people are able to fix a broken computer. I don't think anybody everybody, even like in my family, like if there is something broke down in like our laptop or something broke down, and then they was like, "Can you fix my computer?" I think only people in IT got that question, like asked that question repeatedly. Like, do you know how to fix this? Do you know how to fix my computer? Just reboot it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same answer, right? There's people that do that, but that's not your line of work. You're more in the data and how software works and how the computer system and operating systems work and network security and all that good stuff, right?
Yes. And they thought that
perfect.
Somebody who can fix the computer mechanically I don't know.
Gotcha.
Just reboot it.
Gotcha. So you can teach people to drive a better car, but you're not necessarily going to work on the engine.
Yes, correct.
Got it. So Dallas, where's one of your more interesting places or unusual sites that you've been to this summer?
I think it's got to be where I'm at right now in Pool 13 of the Mississippi, right next or just north of Clinton, Iowa. I've spent a lot of time with family and stuff out on the Mississippi River, and some on the Illinois River, and I've never seen a part of the river that looks quite like this. Just tons of rocks and weeds and everything. It's an interesting boat driving experience for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you used the word interesting. I think we could also use the word challenging there, right?
That would be a good word to use.
For sure. So Saul, how's your internship experience this summer compared to what you expected it to be?
This is my first actual job relating to computer and IT. So I was kind of nervous and kind of scared that I might not be able to do something when I was being asked to do. So, but it was a lot of fun. And then there are a lot that I wanted to learn and then that I cannot get at school. So like, for example, when I was in school, it was just kind of like I'm sitting in a room and I can see the wall through the window. But when I actually step out and work in a firm, then I see they're a lot and bigger. It just surprisingly blow my mind.
Wow. Yeah, until you just get in there and do it, it's like it's hard to explain, right? What the experience is like until you quote unquote get your fingers dirty. So, but yeah, good answer. So let's see, Dallas, what is one of your favorite pieces of survey equipment? Like your favorite thing to work with when it comes to surveying?
For me, it's the total station. I don't think that's an answer you'll get a lot, but I don't know why I find it so cool. It just is. I just think it's kind of interesting how accurate it can be with just a single shot, and just the speed it can go at for something close to it.
And you guys were working a total station when I came and took photographs down in Oklahoma, correct?
Yes, we were doing a topographic survey with it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember a long time ago, back when I was working for my dad's company, I would work on survey crews in the summer, and I remember, and back then they weren't nearly as automated as they are today. I mean, the technology's advanced quite a little bit, but I never liked being what we call the instrument man, because you just stood there and got ate up by mosquitoes. I liked to stay moving and active, so I'd be cutting the brush or pounding the hubs or doing whatever. But yeah, I can see now you can move with the total station because so much of it's automated now.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. We've had a couple parts where we're trying to get shots through trees and stuff, and that makes it difficult, and it's nice to have someone on the instrument again. But for a lot of it, you can just walk with the prism.
Yeah, that's cool. So, Saw, tell me about a skill that you've been able to develop this summer that maybe has surprised you that you didn't think you would be able to develop.
Creating app using Power App that I've never expected that I can actually create an app. I've done tic-tac-toe game, but it wasn't actually an app. It was just some kind of software that I can play on my laptop. But now I'm actually building an app, and that is really exciting. And I didn't know that I could actually create my own app like that easy and that quick in a short amount of time. So that was really surprising.
Well, and tell us a little bit about the app that you created.
So I'm currently creating one that I had to review. I have to integrate two systems between Gulfwind and Uninet about their solicitation date and the values and the status, all the good stuff. And then some of them, I need to get an approval from the owner, the opportunity owner. So instead of just automatically integrate them, I need to create an app that will allow the owner to view whether the information is correct or not. And then if the information is correct, the opportunity owner can click a button and then submit, and then this will integrate synchronize between two systems. So
if I understood it right, your app is actually helping us to clean up our data and take out errors or problems with our data.
It's mostly about synchronizing between two systems. So we have to make sure they have the same data information. And then when we are integrating, we want to make sure correct information needs to be in both systems. So that's why we want to have an app that allowed the owner to view the information is correct, and they need to be the same in both systems. Kind of like that.
Yeah. I think I understand. I'm not sure, but I think I do. So Dallas, have you had any boots in the mud type of moments that made your day very memorable?
So yeah, I mentioned earlier that I went down to Mississippi for a week. The last day I went down there with Tyler Kelsheimer, who's out of Columbia. And the last day it was about 3 p.m. and we had to drive back from Mississippi to do, and it's a 5.5-hour drive. So that we got done at 3 p.m. and we had about 1,000 miles stretch left to finish out Black Creek, which was one of the big creeks on the project. It would have been really nice to get it done, and it would have taken about 2 hours. So we did finish it out. And Trey from Mississippi, he helped us to get it done a little quicker. But we ended up just doing that last 1,000 feet and got the creek done. And we got out of there and we went to a Love's truck stop to take a shower and then drove home. And we got to Columbia at about midnight. And I think I ended up getting a hotel room because I didn't want to drive the rest of the way to Springfield. But that was that's got to be it. Just a really long, difficult day.
Yeah, super long day that ended up in a very comfortable hotel bedroom, I'm sure, by the end of the day. When you're that
It's
tired.
not the worst one I've ever been in, for sure.
Yeah. So Saw, I'm curious to know, how do you think technology will transform this industry over the next decade?
It will be a lot easier because now I'm using Power Automate, and that actually is mostly built built with built-in functions. I don't actually have to code anything. I just have to like arrange um, things, and I have to choose which actions will make my flow better, kind of thing. So I think it will be a lot easier and better. Not only people who doesn't know about coding can be able to create this kind of flow. Um, I've talked about this internship with my uncle. He has the same project when he was intern 20 years ago, and he had to do this exact same thing, that synchronizing between two systems. But that time he said he was using like code, like lines of code, 1,000 lines of code. But now it's a lot easy for me because everything is built in, and I just have to pick which one I want to create. So it's also part of AI included in there. So it'll be a lot easier and a lot quicker, and then it will be more efficient. There will be some glitch and bug, but it will be better.
Yeah, very good. Well, we're at the end of our time today. You guys have both been very good guests. Your answers were really interesting and intriguing, and we're really happy to have you as interns this summer. So you guys have a great rest of got about a week and a half or so left of your internship. So we hope you enjoy it. And this is Prairie Views, where all the engineers are strong, all the land surveyors are good looking, and all the scientists are above average. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.